Let's make Grinch cake pops. I'm starting with some vanilla cake that I'm crumbling up, adding some buttercream frosting, and then smushing it until it's a Play-Doh-like consistency. I'm adding Christmas sprinkles for a little crunch, and as we know, the Grinch does end up finding some Christmas spirit inside. I roll the dough into a round ball and then shape a long pointy head off to one side and then a little pointy chin as well. Then chill the dough for 1 hour. Now melt some green chocolate, dip your lollipop stick, and then gently press it into each cake ball. Now it's time to dip the rest of the cake pop in the melting chocolate, gently turning it and then tapping off any excess. Tap, 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 twirl, tap, tap. Continue with the rest of the cake pops and then let this layer of chocolate cool. Now melt some red chocolate and dip the top of each cake pop into the red. Then take a mini marshmallow, give it a few squeezes, and stick it on the top of the hat and hold it gently until the chocolate starts to harden. When the red chocolate has cooled, melt some white chocolate and using a paintbrush, gently dab it around the base of the hat, making the fluffy white part. And now it's time to paint the faces on, which is my favorite part of making these cake pops. Using black paint and a very fine paintbrush, I first make the outline of his eyes before adding in other details like the little creases under his eyes, his eyebrows, his little nose, and the line down to his mouth, adding in the ends of his smile before connecting them all together in that classic Grinch sneer. Oh, and have you ever noticed how great the Grinch's eyelashes are? Once the black paint has dried, I'm using some yellow paint to add in the rest of his eyes, just filling it in all the way, leaving a little black border around the edges. Then I let the yellow paint dry and go back and add the pupils of his eyes with the black paint, and once that's dry, I add the yellow paint on top once more. And the Grinch cake pop is all done, but if you think that took too long, you could dip a cake pop in green melting chocolate, pop on a little red heart, and you'll still get Grinch vibes. And whether you go for the hard version or the easy version, they all taste delicious inside. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Follow for more.